Jamie Kratz-Gullickson, and I'm the Executive Director of PAVE, which is People Against a Violent Environment. We're the Domestic Violence and Sexual Assault Service Provider for Dodge County, Wisconsin. Our mission is empowering those affected by violence, and our primary programs are to serve victims of domestic violence, sexual assault, and child abuse. We have a 22-bed shelter, we have a 24-hour crisis line, and then we have kind of ancillary programs that work around and in conjunction with those. So we have legal services, we have sexual assault services, we have case management that helps with finances and budgeting, and then we have our children's program, which helps all the children that come into shelter or that may need help out in the community that aren't necessarily living in shelter. PAVE utilizes the money that we get from the Radiothon to make our children's program a full-time program. A large portion of our budget is the state of Wisconsin funding for domestic violence programs, and a portion of that is for our children's program, but it's only for a half-time position. And so the money that we receive from the Radiothon allows us to supplement and make that a full-time position, having someone there 40 hours a week. Without that money, we wouldn't be able to go into the schools and do a lot of the primary prevention work, and we wouldn't necessarily be able to provide children's group or a lot of the services that we give to kids. So one thing specifically that benefits PAVE and may benefit some of the other agencies in relation to the Radiothon is Radiothon raises local dollars from within our local community, and PAVE receives probably 2/3 of its funding through some sort of government, federal, state, local granting. And a lot of those grant sources require local match. So the Radiothon provides that. Without that money, we wouldn't be able to access those state, federal dollars. So it's really vital to the continuation of not just that extra part-time, making it a full-time position for our children's advocate, but it really allows us to access money on a grander scale. So I think that's an important thing to share. In our shelter, it costs about $50 a night to provide a shelter bed. So if you have a family that maybe has 4 children stay in shelter for a week, you're talking about a substantial amount of money. You're talking about $200 a night over 7 nights, or $1,400 that it takes to, provide those support services and that roof over their head and that warm bed for just that week. And a lot of times families have to stay longer. So every dollar counts. The Radiothon really gives the nonprofits in the area an opportunity to come together for a fundraising event, and gets us thinking about ways we can collaborate. Talking to the different agencies, I know that there's all sorts of unique and interesting ways that we can work together to get the most out of a lot of our programming. So I think that's a huge benefit in giving to the Radiothon rather than maybe agencies just individually, is you're promoting that collaboration.